Hello everybody, this is Miranda's Crafter, and tonight we got the Community Crunch number 381. And today I am so thankful to be able to bring you a video on a Community Crunch that actually has some meat on the bone. This is a king size crunch with some good stuff. I'm probably going to have to break it up into two separate videos because there's so much stuff on this crunch that I want to show you, but for the second part that I'm fixing to show you here in a minute, I'm going to have to make another video because there's just so much there, and I want to go over it all and not make this one so long. But tonight, what we got is, obviously everybody knows, and we're all sad about it, that the Ark Survival Evolved server sunsetted tonight, and it was about an hour ago. The official Survival Evolved servers were shut down and never more to be opened again. If you had a file saved from your play on the official servers, then yes, you can take that to single player, or you can take that to an unofficial server host like Nitrado, rent you a server, and you be good to go. You can carry on where you left off. But the official servers are never more going to be accessible on the main portal where people go to join the servers. That's done. They need to take those down and get them ready for Ark Survival Ascended. But tonight, let's talk about the crunch, because I've already lamented enough about the server going down. I don't want to beat a dead horse there. But tonight in this Community Crunch, we got some information on the Shastasaurus, and I'm really excited about this because, as you can see, we're getting to look at the official design of this sexy saddle that's on this thing. I mean, that is that is so cool. I love this thing, man. I have really been waiting on this because I love playing around in the ocean, but it's hard, because you got to get to a point that you can make, if you want to make a base under the water, you either have to put a base on the back of a mosasaur and then try to figure that one out, which it is possible, or a plesiosaur, or you need to do the underwater chambers, but that requires a lot of boss fighting unlocks to get to that point, and so therefore a lot of players don't even get there. But with this, now we have a way to live under the water and possibly have a lot of fun in the process. It looks like, God, that saddle is so cool. I love the design on this thing. I cannot wait to see the inside of that saddle. And then the missiles that are coming off of it. I mean, come on, this is so nice. I love this thing. So to start with, the Ark developers, Studio Wildcard, put out a video on YouTube that was called Ark, We Aren't Meant to Live Forever. Basically, it's just 3 minutes and 49 seconds of this pose right here and some music, new soundtrack. It's really thought-provoking, and you know, in my personal time, I'll probably pull this up and just sit and listen to the music and look at the artwork on this and just reflect. You know, I think that's kind of what it was designed for. And I don't want to get all teared up here because of, 8 years of my memories being closed. But yeah, I got to move on before I do. They said, as we stand on the horizon between the ending of an era and the dawn of the next, we'll take a moment to reflect on the extraordinary journey we've shared. Your exuberance, sense of community, and the vivid tapestry of experiences you've woven in the world of Ark Survival Evolved have truly brought our creation to life. You're the beating heart of our little dinosaur game. Little dinosaur game. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting choked up a little bit here. I honestly didn't expect this. But yeah, it's true feelings. I love this game. Some might consider the upcoming transition a bittersweet occasion, punctuated by a sense of loss and sadness. We feel otherwise. Unofficial ASE is in great hands, yours. You can play on. No other game I know of has ever done that, so that's pretty awesome. But as one chapter concludes, another unfolds, and again our stories will mix with yours to create something greater than the sum of two parts. Remember, it's not farewell, it's see you real soon with more ASA News reveals gameplay and ultimately the launch of Ark Survival Ascended near the end of October. So like we've known, they're confirming it. We've already known this though, but they're putting it in cement for us so that we'll know that it is near the end of October. So survivors, thank you for 8 incredible years, and here's to many more. With heartfelt gratitude and dino-sized enthusiasm, the Studio Wildcard team. So there was the send-off. Very thoughtfelt. It didn't have to be 10 pages long. This was the perfect length. It said everything they needed to say. They wanted to say thank you for all the time and effort we put into this game for all these years. Wow. I can't believe that tore me up like that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get like that. Ooh. Okay, so now let's talk about everyone's favorite submarine saurian, the supersized Shastasaurus. This is so cool. I love this thing. This is really sweet for me. Whoops, I didn't know that was going to do that. I love this thing. I'm so in love with the Shastasaurus. I cannot wait to get my hands on this thing in game. This odd variant of a Shastasaurus seems as curious about humans as its distant relative, the ichthyosaur. It sure got my attention when one of these sea monsters swam up to have a look at me. Luckily, its bulk turns out to be worse than its bite. Shastasaurus has weaponized the ultrasonic chirps it uses for echolocation. It can focus those sounds into a tight cone that disorients prey or widens the effect to blast apart a school of fish in a concussive wave. So it sounds like they can stun animals, which might be helpful for taming. That's really cool. Taming a Shastasaurus was one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. I brought along some ichthyosaur pals to entertain their larger cousins while I scraped some of its itchy barnacles off with a sickle. From then on, I had a gigantic escort in deep water. Some tribes managed to kit out their finny friend with a periscope, torpedo bays, and even a cargo hold. Those Shastasaurs ended up looking like something from the old kids cartoon with caveman who turned dinos into cars and submarines. Oh man, so that's really cool. That sounds really cool. Yeah, I cannot wait to get my hands on this thing. And then after that, we got a Ark Survival Ascended Q&A. And this was the part where I was saying that this is going to probably be a part 2 video because there's just so much to see in this that I want to make it a separate video. They're answering a lot of questions here. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of questions here. And, I don't want to make this video too long. I want it to just be well, it ended up being kind of emotional for me. But I wanted it to be kind of the Shastasaurus reveal and the goodbye. And then I'll make another video on the frequently asked questions. So, this is going to be it for tonight. Talking about the Shastasaurus. And here in just a little bit, I'll get out my second video about the frequently asked questions. So I appreciate your time. Thank you for being here with me. I'm sorry if I caught you off guard with a little bit of an emotional response to that. I didn't expect it myself. So yeah, if that was uncomfortable for you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, honestly. I just meant to go through the news. And that was it. But it turned into something more. Just like Ark always has for the 8 years that I've played it. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate you being here on my channel. Thanks.